Surprisingly, things turned around. Thank you for 300 subscribers. Is that why I'm doing a stream 6 hours early? Probably not. I decided I wanted to stream because I want to try doing some back testing with, because I did study financial technology and paid a lot of money and I'm not putting it to any good use. And now that we have the power of the artificial intelligence, I do want to kind of try my hand at it again with the help of the artificial intelligence so that I don't have to destroy my brain, if you know what I'm saying. What I meant by things are turning around is, yeah, Wall Street kind of made things bounce back up. Bitcoin is 97,000, up $2,000 from approximately yesterday. Why am I saying approximately? We're up 1% today. Everything else is seeing a little bit of recovery. What's seeing the biggest movement is Litecoin and Sui, two of the coins that I was mentioning yesterday. Don't remember if I entered anything in Sui. I think on my main account I did, not on this account. But that's besides the point. You get the idea. It's currently hardly in profit. And I'm looking at the wrong futures account, by the way. This is standard futures where I have this bug on my account where Phantom is stuck at 1,500 loss, which is fine. It's whatever. We'll leave it that way. Doesn't matter. What matters is the rest of these, which I decided to throw all this stuff out the window because, I mean, I think that's just last year's stuff, and I need margin to start trading again because I like doing that kind of stuff. I currently have zero margin because I made the mistake of making this cross margin and leaving all these operations open where Phantom goes away and Chill Guy got practically full liquidated. Normal liquidation is when you hit your liquidation price, right? That's bad enough. You're losing all the margin that you put in, which could be a lot, apart from the leverage that you're using. But in cross margin mode, if you do have enough margin to cover all that stuff, and the coin continues to drop below what was supposed to be your liquidation price, yeah, you're going to eat that leverage on top of the loss as well. Man, I'm wondering if I should even stream later tonight. I think I have to. I don't have any news prepared at this current moment, and there is some news I do have to talk about anyway. Quite a lot of stuff happened, so I will be streaming later tonight, I guess. Man, 2 streams in a day. I'm clearly doing nothing with my life, as you can tell. But yeah, spoiler alert ahead, Litecoin ETF rumors. That's why we're getting a pump. But other than that, no, like the rest of the market's just recovering because we realize that these tariffs have nothing to do with crypto, which is one thing that I showed you guys yesterday. Like, oh, is Ethereum made out of aluminum and steel? No. Then why are we dropping, right? It didn't make sense. So Wall Street takes that, bought the dip, and started pumping things a little bit upwards. So we thank them for that. Sui is $3.23. Remember when it was sub $3 and you were too scared to put some money in? Well, I wasn't, and I did it. I barely put anything in. I'm just bragging. This is what really matters. And one thing I also saw that I forgot to mention was on the indexes. You have this index of practically the altcoin index is what it's called here. And I'm adding this to my favorites because this is pretty interesting. It will capture the price movement of all the altcoins. If you're too nervous to specify like, oh, which one is better, Solana or Sui or Ethereum or Polygon or Avalanche? Which one would be better between, I don't know, XRP, Cardano, Litecoin, Chainlink? Well, you don't got to do all that guessing anymore. This altcoin index has got you covered. It's basically like the S&P 500, but for altcoins. And you can put some money in here, which will capture the price movement on average from the altcoins and move based off of that, I guess, right? I don't know exactly what the composition is. I could try finding it. I'm gonna altcoin index Bing X. It's only on Bing X, by the way. Major cryptos index. It's based on the top 10 cryptos by market cap, excluding Bitcoin and stable coins. So checking that out right now, will that automatically be updated? I'm not sure because the top 10 can always be changing, right? Like sometimes Avalanche can get in there, or Sui, or Tron can drop out, right? I'm sure this probably is updated frequently. So that would be Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, Binance, Dogecoin, Cardano, Tron, Chainlink, Avalanche, Sui. So Sui is in there. The rest of these that I excluded are stablecoins, so those are not included. And then from Stellar to the bottom are outside of the top 10 that are excluding stablecoins. So that's what the altcoin index, supposedly based off what I'm reading, is composed off of, from Sui upward, excluding stablecoins and Bitcoin. Yeah, decent. I disagree with some of these. I don't like Tron. I don't like Dogecoin. I don't like Binance. Avalanche I'm mixed on. And yeah, that's why I took the initiative of finding, hold on, let me just fix this, of finding just the stuff that I do care about, which would be Ethereum, not even Ethereum really. If you'll notice at the top over here, I've excluded Ethereum from the, I don't know, I gave this a new look. I hope you guys enjoy that. Where I've updated my profile picture instead of that cat, and I have Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, Sui. That's Twitter, Bing X, and YouTube. But anyways, what I'm talking about here is stuff that I do care about investing in, which Ethereum I'm kind of mixed on. That's why I've excluded it from the top there, but that's besides the point. I still am interested in looking at the price movement of it. I've been hearing a lot of stuff that it's being shorted like crazy. That's why we're seeing it has the most shorts ever in history accumulated on Ethereum. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Bad thing short term, good thing long term, because man, a short squeeze is going to explode the price of Ethereum. But it's going to take a long time. So there's that. Got Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Sui, Litecoin, Cardano, Chainlink. Those are the only coins I care about, and that's why I've included them here on the perpetual futures. You'll notice I don't have any positions open when I did have a position open yesterday on Litecoin, and that's thanks to the fact that my trade worked. Look at that. It even indicates where you bought or sold. This was not shown in standard futures, so that's another difference that I'm noticing on the perpetual futures instead. So it tells you where you bought and where you sold. Perfect. I used a 1-to-3 risk-reward ratio. Now I just have to figure out what happened. Okay, that's my 10,000 initial transfer. Okay, they charged me twice, it seems like here, for a maker fee and a taker fee, I guess, right? Making liquidity by purchasing Litecoin and taking liquidity by selling Litecoin. I was charged $3.30 and $3.60. And in between that, every 8 hours, because you're using futures, you're using leverage, you have to pay a funding fee, which is a very small percentage, like 0.01%. That has to be charged every 8 hours. So here I got charged 85 cents. Hello, bienvenido. Welcome to the stream. Just reviewing my trades and doing coding. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're focusing on backtesting. That's what I'm going to focus on afterwards. But I do want to write this down, so I'll get to that. I have this here, perpetual futures. So it's going to be the first trade that we're writing down, which was a winning trade, which makes me happy. Closed on today, of course. Opened at... Does it tell me where I open? I don't think it does. Okay, so we got a lot of different tabs that will show us the same thing, right? Yeah. There's the profit that we made, the position P&L versus the realized P&L. Okay, so the position P&L would be what we actually made, excluding the fees. So that would make sense. Here's the open price. That I don't like that it's copying like this, but whatever. Open price was from here and close price right there. And these are set in currencies. Why does it still say custom? Whatever. This is the actual currency. This is the results that we made. Okay, I could copy it like this at least. That's perfect. Fees that were charged would be... Could I just do the math? I'm going to try doing some math here. This minus $5.99. It's supposed to be $7.76. But you know what? I shouldn't put the realized profit and loss. I should put the unrealized. Well, not the unrealized, I mean. The realized profit and loss is what I should put, but not the position profit and loss because the fees are already taken out from that. So what I actually made was 599 because it's 607 minus the fees. That's what it should be read as. So this should change to 607. And there's my 3% that I've practically made. Makes sense. Oh yeah, and I wanted to confirm if this dollar amount is the equivalent of these three, right? So let me just add here this plus this plus this. It's 776, which is practically the same thing here. I could be more specific if I really wanted to, although those little decimal points don't quite matter. But yes, that is correct. So the fees are already taken into account. Position history seems to be the tab that I should be paying attention to then. I don't know what trade history does here. Well, it tells me when I opened and when I closed as well. It's giving me the same information, I guess. It also tells me the specific fee that was charged. So here it gives you more detail as to you were charged this fee from one point, right? Hi Jordana, bienvenido, bienvenida, perdón. Este en vivo lo voy a hacer en inglés, lo digo. Es que disfrute. So what else do I got? Yeah, it's nothing too special from here. And I think I'm ready to move on then. Not much else to add, so I can get rid of this, and I'm curious, can I find another entry, possibly? This is looking like it's starting an uptrend. I could find in 5-minute chart if I can enter. I could soon. Bitcoin is a possibility. I don't know if I trust Ethereum enough anymore, but it's looking like there could be an uptrend soon as well. I'm noticing the charts load a lot faster too, I think. Solana has been in an uptrend. The crossover is starting very soon for a lot of these. So I gotta start paying attention to them soon. Same thing with XRP, if it's not above the Ichimoku cloud. It's fine. Sui is also above. Do we have a crossover yet? Not yet. Litecoin we've already entered. We can enter again, like there's no issues with that. I do want to... I should get rid of this. It's no longer... I mean, what if I have to go back to it later evening? I'll probably review that again in the evening. Because I just want to flex it. So yeah, we still have the uptrend. Do we have a crossover? Starting soon, it seems like. Does this count? It does. What do you think? Should I enter? Am I pushing my luck? I'm probably pushing my luck. I'm not going to do that. Let's look at Cardano, 257%. Not in an uptrend quite yet. Chainlink. Chainlink looks good. Like it's about to start. And perfect entry as well, actually. Yeah, I'm going to enter this one. So, strategy tells me it's supposed to be from here toward the bottom. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is the lowest point that I pay attention to, usually 10 candles away. We take the stop level, and in the calculator, put that minus 0.073 minus 0.073. That's your new stop loss. There. At the market price, we'll enter... What, I have to guess now? I think I have to guess. I need my risk calculator now. Okay. Where's my risk calculator? Dark theme. Hidden dark theme, by the way, if you click up there. Account balance. I forgot what my account balance is. Don't make me do this. Where can I see account balance? Here. So that, give me 3x leverage. I'm risking 1% of the accounts. My entry price is whatever this is. I'm taking long. Stop loss would be that. Pretty sure it was that. Risk reward ratio we're doing. I'm going to delete this button. I can't even undo. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whatever, it's fine. I'll try this again. 1%. Entry price at 86. Stop loss at 57. 1 to 3 risk reward calculate. Wow, I am very, very specific with what I need, it seems like. Okay, so this is the margin that we're putting in. This is just going up. I'm taking so long. Yeah, just drop a little bit for me. We don't got to worry about take profits or stop losses. I just want to make sure I'm risking 200, making 600. Yes. Confirm. Okay, there. Our long position has been entered. Why are we losing $29? Is the slippage that harsh? I guess so, yeah. Oh, there we go. We're positive 4. Man, $45 fee. That's insane. I am in the 5-minute chart. Okay, let's set this up how it's supposed to be. So open price was indeed right over here, higher than expected, unfortunately. Stop level stays the same, so gonna add a stop trigger. Why am I losing 1,421? Oh, I used 20x leverage, didn't I? That's why. Alright, I'm gonna have to close this position. Close it. Does this X work? Yes, close it now. I hope it worked. Yeah, well, there you go. I entered this by accident. Wow, did I just make... No, I did not make 600. That is a lie. Okay, I made 117. Yeah. 600 was what I made before. I made $117 by accident. Well, there you go. I'm using 20x leverage, that's why. Even though I set this to be 3x leverage and applied to all pairs, but clearly that doesn't work. Thanks, BingX. Now I know I should pay attention to that more frequently. If this does drop back down to what I was supposed to enter before, then I will repurchase this again. Otherwise, seems like I just missed the opportunity. What is Bitcoin doing? Seems like Bitcoin crossover is next. 97K. What do you say? I avoid Chainlink for now. I bought and sold on the same candle. How shameless of me. Okay, look, this says 3x leverage. Yes, XRP. Okay, now everything says 3x leverage, which is what was supposed to be said, and for some reason it didn't. Okay, so, I mean, was this a human error? Yeah, probably. I didn't pay attention to the leverage on the exchange. It's so tiny, I could barely notice it. But yeah, man, I could have been liquidated very easily if this went against me. You know, I could have lost $1,400 or however much I put in. 4,000, never mind. Yeah, I could have lost that. That was not right of me. But we're fine. It still worked out in my favor. But I shouldn't be doing that stuff ever again. Watch out. What is that? It's not ready to enter yet. I'm kind of pushing my luck here, so we'll ignore it for now. Is Chainlink dropping? Yes, it is. You know what? Forget trading right now. I'm supposed to be backtesting, but I'm just completely ignoring that. Why did I get 2 trading fees? Are you sure? Does it tell me why over here? Order history. Well, whatever. I have to write this down now. So let's do that. What pair was this? Link. Same day today. Oh, I have to find open and close price now. It was this one. I don't know why it just resets. Yeah, this. Why do you do that? I'm going to drag this down and delete it. And now I have to retype it. Why does it highlight everything? That's very strange of this to do. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Delete it. And 898. Results, we made 117. Fortunately, transactions, so this was, I guess, the maker fee and, yeah, open fee and closing fee. So, well, I got to calculate this now, huh? So that plus whatever this is. I don't like that, actually. Wow, I actually didn't make any money at all then. If I'm paying $91 in commissions and only making 117, what's my real profit then? Should be here then. $25. So, okay, I didn't make $100. I made $25. Not bad still, but not what I wanted. That is a lot of fees. I really dislike that. What happens here? Closed manually. This one was a take profit triggered. Do write down in the comments as well what I'm doing. Hey, I think I'm beating Wall Street with this rate of return, aren't I? 3%. I don't know, they aim for such small rate of returns for whatever reason. Annually, they return you like a 10%. It seems very minuscule in my opinion. But you can lose a lot more with crypto. That's the whole point of crypto. It's supposed to be more volatile. So you got to be able to manage that kind of thing. All right. Here we go. Next. Luckily, I got out of that, it seems like. Hey, maybe this dip is good, though, for Bitcoin. Yeah, no, there was no entry here. Good thing I got out. All right, what's next? I mean, sure, it is a good thing that I do have my risk calculator here. Okay, so this is what I've been doing recently. Just look at all this yappage between ChatGPT and I to try to focus on creating some backtesting, which I did try. It was successful, but what I didn't like about it was that it was for a short period of time, and I also messed up in one of the parameters where I was asking it where to put its stop loss. Usually, as you guys already saw, I'm using 2 times whatever the average true range is to use for my stop loss, but in this case, it didn't work. Like in the back testing. Why? Because I forgot to mention to put it below the last 50 minutes, basically, the last 10 candles in the 5-minute chart, 5 times 1050, to search for the lowest price point between that and then put the stop loss 2 times the average true range below that. That's how the strategy is supposed to work. But I forgot to mention that. But it still somehow was successful. I'm pretty sure that was just luck. And it was only 1 or 2 trades, I think, that were executed. So nothing too major, nothing too crazy. I'm going to save this and get out of here. Don't need it anymore. Don't need this. Probably won't need this. I'm using Anaconda, using Python to code all this stuff. Here's my Visual Studio. I'm using these 3 files. This is to get API data from Binance to get the most recent prices from Bitcoin. I wanted it to gather data for me from January 1st. So yeah, in order for that to happen, I have to change some of the stuff. Before, it only grabbed the last 1,000 candles, but this time it grabbed much more than that. It grabbed 1,000 1-hour candles and 11,000 5-minute candles, which is a lot better, right? That's the information that I require. But now I'm getting some errors, and man, I just decided I'm going to start debugging this with ChatGPT while doing it live, because I was doing all this stuff well, not live, and I decided why waste my time like this? I might as well stream because I'm bored. All right. That's all. That's all I wanted to mention. So let me see what's popping here. I had to correct ChatGPT on one of these stuff here as well. Modifying the limit parameter in fetchData.py and rerunning it before running backtest.py would be the best approach. Yeah, exactly what I mentioned. So it gave me the modification for that. So I did this. I ran getting the data again, and then the backtest Python script. And I got this error, which it was the same error that I got up here. So that's what I'm looking for now, the max arg, whatever this means. Yeah, max arg. They're saying it happens because self-data high get size 50 is returning an empty sequence. This means Backtrader doesn't have enough historical data before executing next. Then I asked it to get me the historical data. I still tried running it. It didn't give me the resolution. So now I have to do whatever these fixes were, which I did not do. That's probably why it's still not working. It occurs in this line. It says, if size 50 is too large at the beginning of the dataset during the first 50 bars, there won't be enough data to compute the highest price for the last 50 minutes. So it's talking about the first 50 minutes. If something is satisfied, it doesn't have the 50 minutes to go back to determine the lowest point to add a stop loss above or below 2 times the average true range. So to fix that, I have to do this stuff apparently. Modify this part with this. So I'm going to copy that and find this is class custom data, which would be, I was half typing it, class custom data. Do we have another one just in case? Yeah, we do, but it's down there, but that's not the one we're looking for. So we just changed this. Did anything even change? Yes. So the none went away. We replaced it with a 0. Then before feeding it into Backtrader, reset the data frame with this. Where do I put this? Before feeding it into Backtrader, reset the data frame. Okay, convert data to Backtrader format. I'm just going to look Backtrader just to see. Okay, so right above here, I suppose. The DF is not specified. I'm assuming it's supposed to be here then. It's supposed to be here. Actually down here. Are we sure? Before feeding it into Backtrader, reset the data frame with this. Because the DF is not specified yet. DF is specified after this. I suppose it has to go here. I know it seems a bit ironic, me using ChatGPT when I studied this stuff and I should know about it, which I do. But I'm just so lazy to type it all out, and come on. Leverage AI when you can. I don't know what this is, though. Okay, we'll see if this runs now. So I was doing Python backtest.py. I already did fetch data before this. So let's see what error we get this time. Okay, numpy int64 object is no attribute to pi date time. What does that mean? Line 268. There's no line 268. It's talking about some other stuff. Okay, so 2 things that we do here is copy all this. Say I made the modifications and got the following error. We paste the error and we add from the computer, wherever the heck it is. Also, are we using the right CSV data? I'll confirm that later. So this is my Python script, and I'll let it know that this is the error I was getting. So modify, no, that's not right. Here it is. Yeah, this is what I put. The error you encountered is caused by the datetime column being incorrectly interpreted as an integer. rather than a proper timestamp. Modify that where the data frame is created. Okay, seems like they made a fix, so I'm gonna copy it. From PD data frame until df set index. I need water. So that should... I could delete these. It's literally the same thing, and we don't need to visualize the table anymore. It was just for debugging purposes, but in the end, you don't need that stuff in your command prompt. I'm going to try running it now. Index 5 is out of bounds for axis 0 with size 5. You know what? I think... How is this being saved? Data... Okay, so it's reading this CSV file. I just want to make sure if we were using the right CSV files. And here I'll search for CSV. No results. What are you talking about? So it's not even reading the CSV files or what? Do I find data then? I don't want to find data. There's a lot of words with data. What am I importing at the beginning? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, it's not even like... I think this whole thing is just wrong and I have to redo it all. This in place true. They say we have to remove this. Yeah, reset index in place true. Reset or... No, where do you see this? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so you told me to add something and then remove it. Sure. Ensure date time remains a proper timestamp. Okay. So I did just rerun it, right? And now I'm getting this. Assuming it's this one, right? Yes. Let's see how much we can push this to debug. I feel like it's just making up explanations and then just adding random code to fix it. But hey, I'm just going to push it, see how far it goes until it eventually works. Because this did work, by the way. It did work once. Backtesting. This is what it returned. It literally generated this image for me. And it told me, based off a $10,000 balance, I made 10,441, which means either 2 or 3 trades, or no, 2 trades worked, and 1 trade was in the middle of working. But it didn't go too far back, though, which is not something that I liked. I wanted it to go further back, because I don't know how far back it went. What's 1,000 hours? How many days is 1,000 hours? Because that's definitely how far back it went. How many days in 1,000 hours? 41 days. Oh. So it was originally good. I asked it to do it from the beginning of January, right? Which was 900 and something days, right? That's why this returned 970 days or something like that. It's out of my scope now. Yeah, 979 for 1 hour time frame. But hey, at least it worked for the 5 minute time frame though. 5 minute time frame only gave me 1005 minutes, which I'm not going to do the math, but I think you get the idea. I'm going to do the math. 1000 times 5 minutes is obviously 5000 minutes. Divided by 60 hours per minute, 83 hours. And how many days is that? 3 days. Yeah, so that was my issue. Even though I had enough hours to go back as far as even before January 1st of this year, it wasn't enough to go back in the 5 minutes. It only went back 3 days because of the 5 minute limitation only having 1000 5 minute bars, which is why this image looks like this. It looks very, very goofy over here, but then very specific towards the back because of the 1 hours. I think that makes sense, right? Here I'm using ADX, volume. I'm assuming these are the 3 moving averages, yes. I don't know where the Ichimoku cloud is. That's besides the point. I asked ChatGPT to also help me interpret this data, which it did. But it wasn't sufficient with what exactly I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to try to fix this part, which is what they were mentioning. Modify this section in backtest py. Current code, it's likely causing the issue. Back here. So we're looking at the data frame. So it's this part, these 3 lines. And we're replacing it with all this, which is a duplicate of what we already see here. So I don't want that showing up twice. That's why I'm deleting this part. But we're hoping that this would supposedly solve the issue. Get me back down here. Same thing, why am I thinking too hard? And index 5 is out of bounds for axis 0 with size 5. Okay. Yeah, something is up. Okay. What I'm going to do is redo everything. Specify the strategy correctly, because it did work the first time. And then, yeah, I learned a couple of stuff from this, so it will help me when I redo this new chat. I would like to eventually automate a trading strategy using Python. I have a strategy already set up that I would like to backtest using Python. I am gonna have to go back and copy paste everything that I wrote for the strategy because it's a lot that I specified it. They told me to use CCXT. Yeah. I need to gather the data using Binance API with CCXT. For the to go back. And to gather data as far back as January 1st, 2025, 205 AD. I've already... Oh, I don't think I did this, did I? TA requests and schedule. Or maybe I did do this. I'm just going to do it again just in case. Because I honestly forgot if I've done this. Half of it's already satisfied. Okay, TA was missing. Hang on, let me retry this again then, the backtest PY. No, same error. No, okay, it was working. It was working. So everything should already be set up in my environment. But it just, for whatever reason, I'm getting these errors now that I've modified the API and the strategy, the details of the strategy. They give me an example there, which I decided not to do. Okay, so copy this part. My strategy is with Bitcoin. Identify the trend, blah, blah, blah. Open long position uptrend, that's all good. Chimoku cloud, triggered open positions determined by 3 exponential moving averages using average true range to determine stop loss in the 5-minute time frame. Here I specify what I have to do, and I have to include this extra part that I did not include originally. So I said if the 3 exponential moving averages are crossed up in 5, 8, 13 order, and the price closes above, and the 1 hour trend is up, open a long position with a stop loss set at, this is what I did, I set it at the current price minus 2 times the ATR, which should not be the case. It should be the lowest price in the last 50 minutes minus 2 times the average true range in the 5-minute time frame. And then similarly, vice versa, if it's all crossed down, we're going to be shorting. We need the stop loss to go above. So I'm going to change this set at the highest price in the past 50 minutes plus 2 times the average true range in the 5-minute time frame. Take profit distance 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, only risking 1% of the account. Test as if you had 1,000 USD as your equity. Note that a second trade can't be opened if there is one already opened, and trade must close first before opening another trade. I don't have historical data, so it's possible we can use API to fetch the data. I will exclude that line because I've already specified it up here. You need to gather data using Binance API with CCXT and to gather data as far back as this. What else do I have to add? Create the files to gather the API data and store it in a CSV. And create another file that will do the back testing with Python. Thank you. Don't say thank you to the AI, by the way. All right, let's see what we get. I asked it a huge question, huh? It's okay, I would take longer to answer. Did it give up? Don't give up. Chat, I think it may have given up on me. Maybe I should divide this into separate parts. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there you go. There's my 2 files. Fetch data. Okay, so here's one issue, is the max limit per request. It's only going to give me 1,005 minutes candles, which we determined is like 3.5 days or something. That's not something that I want. I want more of that. So I'll ask it to fix that. And Okay. Historical BTC data from Binance and save it to CSV files for 1 hour and 5-minute timeframes. Next, we'll create a backtest PY to process this data and run the backtest. Yeah, do that. Okay, modifications first. Yes, I do want some modifications. First of all, in this fetch data.py file, I would like to ensure that the limit of 1000 would not affect the 5-minute candles, as more data will be needed to You know what? I'm asking it a different way. Can you confirm if we will gather 5-minute candles? Candle? Is that the right word? 5-minute. All the 5-minute data from January 1st, 2025 until today using this method. All right. Not entirely. All right, pal. The script, Ezra only fetches the first 1,000 candles from January 1st onward, which is... Okay, well... A limitation of the Binance API is pagination. If you need all the 5-minute data from until today, we need to modify the script to iteratively request more data until we reach the present. Yes, that's what I need. I'll update the script to ensure it gathers all the necessary 5-minute data. Thank you. Let me just confirm. The script now iterates the Binance API request until it gathers all the 5-minute and 1-hour data up to the current date. Let me know if you need further adjustments. I'm hoping this works. What does it look like? I mean, to be honest, do I even need to be asking it to do this stuff when literally this is already correct? Z, Y, Z, hold on. Okay. Just checking to make sure if the stuff is the same. I don't know. We'll see if this version works. If not, then I'll just reset. Also these, I'm gonna delete them. Unless, hold on. One of them did work, and I think it was this one. This had 11,000 values. So, like I said, I already have the data. I don't think it's necessary to call for it again and abuse of Binance's API. Till what date is this? Today. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I've got enough data. I got 11,000 entries. But this one, however, did not give me enough. It only gave me 1,000 entries, right? Which took me from yesterday as far back as, yeah, 3 days before that. February 6th, right? If I start from February 9, it only goes as far back as 3 days. I already did the math for that, 3.5 days. So this was insufficient data for me to base off of the backtesting. But now that I do have enough data, I think it will be better. I'm going to delete these two then. Sure, move to recycle bin. And same with this. Get out of here. So that's good. Figure 0. I'll keep it just in case. So, I mean, I already have the data, is what I was getting at, right? This starts from January 1st, 2025, and ends today, right? So that's perfect. That's all I really need from fetch data. What I just want to confirm is that the way this CSV file is titled, like these, what do you call these? Columns? if they're set up properly. Because the code that it was using, it was changing the word date time to like something different. Also, I'm reading the wrong CSV file here. That's not bueno. Backtest. It was changing the name date time to something else. I forget. It was time frame, I think it was. Yeah, this time frame. Was it this? I hope I'm not making stuff up. Or was it timestamp? One of those. It was like combining the two or something. I don't know. We'll hope that whatever it generates this time will not mess with that. Okay. I have the CSV historical data for the 1 hour and 5 minute BTC prices. Okay. I now have information of the following data. I don't know how to specify this. Date, time, timestamp, open, high, low, close, and volume. Perfect. Now generate. What did I say? Backtest the backtest.py Python script that will backtest and man, what was that word? There was this word that it told me something about the report. Trade summary, is it this? Oh yeah, here's what I put over here. We're going to generate a performance report. With a performance report. Okay, now generate the backtest.py Python script that will backtest and provide a performance report on how the strategy went. I hope that's correct. I don't know. I'm just trying to think about this. Okay. We'll backtest and provide a performance report on how the strategy went. The strategy provided. Also generate a performance report on how the strategy went. All right, try that. Good luck. Hey, at least this time we're importing pandas and NumPy. Okay, NumPy is different. I think this might be using a different... It's using something different already is one thing that I've noticed. Let me go back here. We're using datetime, CCTX, and backtrader. Will we use backtrader here is the definitive question. It's making up a lot of stuff. Okay. All right. So, okay, it did make some new changes. We don't got the back test anymore, so I'm not sure how this will perform. On the 1 hour time frame, determines the trade signals based on 3 exponential moving average crossover on the 5-minute time frame, calculates the average true range based stop loss and risk management, executes trades while ensuring only one trade is open at a time, and generates a performance report including total trades, win rate, and final balance. Yes. Final modifications. Okay, well, my question now is, last time it used Backtrader. Will that be an issue if we're not using it this time? Where did we use it? Convert data to Backtrader format. I think this would have actually caused the issues because this is the area where we were having those issues. Okay, so it's probably a good thing that we didn't include it. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what Cerebro is. Cerebro. It means brain in Spanish, but I don't know what it does here. What is Cerebro from back? I could look it up, right? Backtrader Cerebro. All right, what do you got? It's cornerstone of Backtrader because it serves as a central point for gathering all inputs, strategies, observers, analyzers, writers, ensuring the show still goes on at any moment. Odd. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that we're not using this then, am I right? Okay, so let's run it then. I also should... Okay, fetch data. Don't touch that. Backtest. We touch it all we want. Let's go. Copy this. Bye-bye everything. And just want to make sure the ATR is correct. Yes, 14 periods is correct. OH5, where are we getting this from? Open high. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's good. Why don't you just put balance 1000? This is just so extra. Or maybe we do need to know what balance is later. Yeah, we do. Okay, that makes sense. Good thing. Just reviewing the code. Final balance equals your new balance. Okay. Yep, because it's going to iterate over each other a couple times. So I just want to ensure that. After this, generate a performance report. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So now we just run it, I suppose. Oh, what are the CSV data? Where is it getting it from? That's what I want to know. First of all, it's naming them as BTC USD timeframe.csv. And timeframe is supposed to be 1 hour or 5 minutes. So I should rename these. Otherwise, we're going to absolutely get errors. Let me just do that. BTC USDT underscore 1h.csv. Yes. And same thing with this. Rename BTC USDT underscore 5m.csv. Yep, looks great. Now, yeah, that's correct. I love that we're just using pandas and numpy instead of all these other random libraries. Just making sure that this code would absolutely work. I don't want to run into any errors. So hopefully we don't. And just to ensure, I'm going to not rename, delete. Actually, I'll rename it. Renaming won't hurt. Old figure. Yeah. We don't need this. Okay. This is what we'll use to run that data. Wish me luck. Backtest.py. I'm making sure that this is correct. Yes, it is. Okay. Here we go. It worked. 0% win rate. No, that's a lie. One trade? Okay, what happened here? Cannot infer format, so each element will be parsed individually, falling back to date util. You know what? I think I do need to run that script again. And just to ensure nothing will mess up, I'm just gonna copy these and back up, paste it in here. Whoops, I didn't even open it. Just in case, and I will be deleting these. So I could fetch the new data, just in case. I think that's what's messing this up. So, fetch data dot py. I do want to upload this on to GitHub just to impress the people. Lately, ever since I've finished school and everything, I've not uploaded any projects at all to GitHub because I haven't used it. Except for, I think I've done maybe one project per year that I've eventually given up on. And probably same thing is going to happen to this. Okay, so apparently we got the data. January 1st till today for 1 hours. That looks good. And January 1st until today for 5 minutes. 11,000 entries. Perfect. Now let's try backtest. Only one trade, no win rate, but my final balance is still 10,000. That's not right. What do I tell ChatGPT now? Okay. I'm just gonna tell it, I only got this as a result from running the backtest. It doesn't seem correct as only one trade was attempted and had no impact on the balance according to the performance report. Any suggestions or ideas as to why it may seem to have failed? Alright, let's see what happens. Looks like the strategy didn't trigger multiple trades. Yeah, which suggests one of the following issues. Data mismatch. The OH1 loc index trend lookup may fail because the timestamps of 1 hour and 5 minute datasets don't align exactly. Solution is to ensure 1 hour trends are forward filled in the 5 minute dataset to always have a trend value available. How do I do that? I mean, I guess I understand what that means. Like, it seems like once the 5 minute trigger happens, it has to be exactly on that 1 hour, like, the time frame, right? It has to be at exactly 1 hour. It can't be 1 hour, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 10 minutes. It has to be exactly 1 hour, or whatever the hour can be, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So that's why only one of them executed, but I don't know why it didn't have an impact on the balance. So step 2 says trade signal not being triggered, crossover logic, long signal and short signal might not be identifying enough valid conditions. Solution, print log signals to confirm crossovers are actually occurring. Oh, you want me to print or log the signals to confirm the crossovers? Okay. Steps. That's what I need to pay attention to. Check how many long, short signals were generated. And then ensure 1 hour trend values are correctly mapped to 5-minute candles. Yes, please modify the script to include these debug logs. Alright, let's see what happens now. Seems like no difference at the moment. Okay, I think it's done. No, it's not. Okay, some modifications on the if statements. And we're adding the debug logs at the bottom here. Okay, so they added that. How many long short signals were generated? Okay, what? Well, I guess I copy all this. Veta debug logs to check how many long short signals were generated, ensured that the 1 hour trend data is properly mapped to 5-minute candles, and included trade entry details for better troubleshooting. Run the script again and let me know if you see more trades being executed. Okay, let's try that. There you go. And same thing, by Python backtest py. Okay, we got something. False, false, false. Oh, well, that's just the debug stuff. Nothing really changed. We still have one total trade. Seems like none of them are executing. I got this returned. How do I say it? I ran the script again and it returned this now. And it seems like the only... How do I explain this? It still only executed one trade. It returned... Whoops. It returned the following. There you go. Okay, so it's updating the average true range values. Let's see. Still modifying. I'm tempted to just check Twitter while this is loading up. Yeah, you're not allowed to vape on a plane. Yeah, I hate when people do this. You travel slow speed on a highway. That's low-key me, though. That's probably why I failed my drive test. Okay, so here's what happened. Made the following improvements. Okay, so now we'll ensure that the average true range will not become NaN means not a number, because sometimes it can return just, um, you know, stuff that I guess is not a number. I'm being whatever. Trade closure logs and drop those values to ensure calculation remains valid. Try running the script again. Check the output logs. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Back. Paste. I have autosave on. Use autosave on your VS Code. It's really good. Okay, I think it worked this time. Hey, that's pretty good. No, that's not really good. Wait, how do I have a 42% win rate and then a $9,000 final balance? Huh? I don't know why this happened. Okay. I'm going to ask it to interpret this stuff for me now. How do I explain this to it? Because it kind of makes sense. Okay, I did get some trades in. 42% win rate, though, that should be really good if I'm using a 1-2-3 risk-reward ratio, right? Sure, 60% of my trades are bad, but 40% are good. Then why is my final balance 9,100? Is it not adding? Is the balance misplaced? Okay. I'm gonna say I got this. Um. Trying to think how to explain it. I ran the script and it returned more trades. Yeah. But let's see. I ran the script and it returned more trades this time, but I see that I have a 42.86% win rate, but my balance is 9,129.76. Why is that the case if I am using a 1-2-3 risk reward ratio? Why is that the case? I'm using a 1-2-3 risk reward ratio. My balance should be higher. Can you help interpret this data? Here is what was returned. Okay, so possible reasons for losses despite a good win rate is more losing trades than winning trades. Yeah, but that's not right. Risk per trade, unless, okay, no, even still, okay. If I got 6 wins in a row and then 8 losses in a row after that, that still wouldn't compute. Like the 6 wins will obviously outperform the 8. I'm still confused. Hmm. No, that's not the reason. Use fixed dollar risk instead of percentage risk. No. This is not the real reason. I'm going through this and it just doesn't make sense. Even if it was percentage-wise, um, it still shouldn't be that harsh of a drop. What's a volatility filter? Okay, this could be interesting. Okay, volatility filter. All right. I'm interested in that. How would the... But I also want to solve the other issues, too. Because that just doesn't seem right. Is there a way to visualize how each trade... Man, how am I going to say this? I'm still confused. Well, it does show me this here. Okay. Short position. Is there a way to, like, visualize this? That's what I want to know. I mean... Do I make an Excel for this? How am I going to do this? I'll make an Excel. Uh, yeah, it'd be my default. Okay, yeah, thanks. Let's see. So first was short. Open short. No, this should be open, sorry. Direction. Short open at this price. Stop loss. And take profit. Should be here. And here. Why are you doing that? Is that why? Okay, that's why. Trade closed at stop loss. When W/L, I guess. W/L. Stop loss. Okay. And then what? Do I have to do this for everything? It's only 14 trades, right? Also, I don't know why I'm looking at ChatGPT for this. Short. Come on. Okay, this works. I don't think I need to include all those zeros. Also, I want these all to be currencies. Can I just do this? Yes. And this one hit stop loss. Let's see. Can't I just ask it to... Can you export this data into an Excel spreadsheet? This data report. How do I call it again? Performance report. Report data into an Excel spreadsheet. Yes. No, I don't want you to do that. What are you doing? It's changing everything. Oh my gosh. That's not really what I wanted it to do. But it's fine. I could probably just, cause, yeah, this is gonna get tedious if I just start typing all this stuff. Generate a new file called test.py. Paste this. Run this. Where did it go? No, Python. No, test.py. Run it. Okay, I think that worked. And now if I go here, performance report. Yes, exactly what I want, but I want all of it. Can't you include date and time as well, or what? What was there was this code to see all of it. Yeah, not head. Um, Not quite what I need, as it excludes the rest of the data. In the original file backtest.py, I need this line of code, but instead of the head of the data frame, I would like the full data frame exported into an Excel. How can I do that? How can I build a bomb? Yeah, this is exactly what I want. I think it's this. Yeah. Okay, now what do I do? Do I just rerun this? Backtest. Oh, come on. Permission denied, why? Do I just delete this? Yeah, delete from... Oh, it's because I'm editing it. That's probably why. Don't save. And also get rid of this. It's not... Okay, retry. There you go. And now... Okay, now it's working. Performance report. There we go. Is this 14 trades? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's what I wanted. This is the money. This is the take profit size. Size of what? How much Bitcoin was purchased, I assume? Yeah, that can stay there. I mean, if it was false, then... Okay. Is it Control H to find and replace? Yes. Replace false with short. Replace all. Thank you. And replace true with long. Replace all. Thank you. Entry, stop, loss, take, profit, size, direction. Yeah, that's better. So the reason I'm doing this as well, I also want this over here. Thank you. Well, this can be center. Is oh yeah, was it a winning trade or not? That's what I wanted to know. That's not what it's telling me, is it? Stop loss. Stop loss. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some counting here. W/L. Hang on. W/L. Okay, come on. Where's my caps lock when I need it? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stop loss. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take profit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop loss. What the heck? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the last one is still open. Open. Okay, this is concerning then, because I was told that my win rate is 42%. How is that possible then? The win rate is not right. It's not telling me the truth. Now I'm wondering. So, okay, only one of them was a winning trade. So I'm going to test this out with balance. This is what I wanted to do. So if my balance starts off at 10,000 times 0.01, you know what? I'm just going to call this 10,000. I'll know what it means. Interesting how this formula didn't calculate, but okay. I want... How do I... Is it this? No. How do I edit formulas? Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess it's sum. Oh, equals sum of number 1, which is this. Yeah. I gotta do math now. Just think. Times 1%. That's what 1% is. Correct. Okay, well, I need 2 of these. Okay. So G1 minus whatever this is. Yes. And now I want to copy paste this over here. So we're making G2 equals so something like this, except for this one, since this was a take profit, G5 plus 1% of G5. Yeah, so this is the only difference. Okay, so then my equity would be 8,952. Yeah, so this thing lied to me. I don't have a 40% win rate. That is a lie. Because that would indicate I would have 6 wins and 8 losses. According to this, at least. Unless I'm reading this wrong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stop loss and 1 take profit. It's 12. Am I reading it wrong again? This is confusing. 3, 4, take profit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 1, 13. And an open trade, 14. Okay. My win rate is not 42% though. After visualizing the data on Excel spreadsheet, I concluded that... Oh, this is actually not a good strategy then if I'm losing this many times. But hey, this is all automated, so I'm not even sure if it's actually valid. After visualizing the data on an Excel spreadsheet, I concluded that... How many cells is this? 13. There are 13 trades and 1 still open. Twelve of the trades were losses. They hit the stop loss. And only 1 was profitable. Hit the take profit. Also, by the way, this is not right. It should be... It's the stop loss times 3, right? So this times 3. That should get me to 9,129.76. Because I'm doing a 1-to-3 risk-reward ratio. That's just one thing I missed. 9,129.76, 9,129.76. There we go. Now it coincides perfectly. Yeah. Hit the take profit. This does not mean I have a 42.76, I think it was. 42.86 win rate, but a darn liar, ChatGPT, lying to me. I mean, do the math. If you got 1 out of 13, how much is that? 1 divided by 13. Oh my gosh. No, 1 divided by 13. 7.69% rate of return. Win rate. Why was the possibly not reflected in the... What do you call this? A command prompt? I don't know what you call this. In the log. I would like to discuss areas of improvement after this as well. For the strategy. Not for the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is doing fine. But the strategy clearly needs to improve if I have a 7% win rate and I'm losing money. If I was to have been doing this 24/7. And I will actually include this after modifying and visualizing the data, because I modified some stuff just so that the ChatGPT knows that this work was not just made by it, but by me. So I'll include a spreadsheet in there. Alright, cool. Just ensuring it was worded properly. The actual win rate should be 7.69%. The 4-point log is incorrect and we should investigate why. Possible reasons. Oh boy. We're getting into math territory. I thought I would never do math. Ever again. No, of course this does... Oh my gosh, I hit my limit. No, I wanted to learn more about this volatility filter. Damn, I didn't know you could hit limits. Free plan limit for GPT-4o. Because there's an attachment, your limit resets after 8:40 p.m. Okay, so in 4 hours I could come back. Okay, so I shouldn't be uploading too many attachments. Note to self. Good to know. What did it say here? Possible reasons. Win rate calculation might be using total trades instead of closed trades. If the script counts all signals instead of only closed trades, it might be inflating the win rate. That's true. And that's exactly what I suspected from the beginning, because the fact that we have an open trade is probably... This one could be winning right now. And I don't know. Something weird with the coding or the numbers there is causing it to inflate from 7% to 43%, whatever it was. Since one trade is still open, the script might be treating it as a win-loss incorrectly. Incorrect filtering of the trade outcomes. If the script doesn't correctly filter take profit and stop loss trades, it might miscount the wins. Fix win rate calculation. Ensure it only counts closed trades. Yeah, I want to learn how to do that. Exclude open trades from win rate calculation. Yeah. And double check trade outcome labels. Perfect. So that's exactly what I got to do. Would you like me to modify the script? Can I actually not type? Yeah, I can't send. Would you like me to modify the script to correct the win rate calculation? I'll free to share the Excel file contents if you like me to do a cross-check the data. I did share the Excel file. I don't know what it's talking about. How long have I been streaming? 1 hour 45 minutes. Wow, crazy work. Yeah, so this has to change. Win rate. equals win trades divided by total trades. What calculates total trades? This. This is not correct. Yeah, I'm gonna get ChatGPT to fix that for me. So I'll wait 4 hours to fix it, and I'll fix it tonight, I guess. Because by then it'll be 8:40, and I start streaming again at 9. So that'll work out fine. Can I talk? Voice mode. So yeah, there's a couple things that takeaways. Note to self here. Fix this stuff to fix the win rate and all that calculation stuff. And improve the strategy. I'm interested in learning more about this volatility filter. I wonder if that means like if the ADX is less than a certain amount of numbers for Bitcoin specifically, then don't execute the trade, or change the average true range to 1.5x instead of 2x. That could also work. Or maybe not. I think that'll just hit my stop loss a lot quicker. Because if I'm right, I'll be super right because of the 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. I mean, the price would have to be in my favor by a lot, right? Maybe I could try a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. That could also help. I don't know. I'll modify the stuff accordingly. But for now, I don't think I need a ChatGPT to do that. Balance, take profit hit, stop loss. Take profit equals entry price plus 3 times entry price minus the stop loss. If I change this to 2 then. And I could also change this to 1.5x if I really wanted to. I mean, yeah. What happens if I change this? But I do have to change... I eventually would have to modify, like, the winning trades, because it's not telling me the right number, and that has to be fixed, and I need ChatGPT to fix this for me. But yeah. Cool. There's your backtesting for now. Kind of got it to work. Strategies suck, but that's okay. We'll improve it little by little. It's not even that bad. We're just down 1K with 13 trades. You literally will get back up with 3 good trades and you're already in profit, right? From this level, of course, because you'd make 900 plus the 100, you'd be above the 10,000 mark. So that's all that matters here. I'll be back in a couple hours then. Okay. Good thing I didn't enter long on these, right? Because we're starting to see some crazy dips. Look at that. That would have been horrible, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, I'm gone. I'll end the stream here as well. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for the 300 subscribers once again. Hope you're enjoying this useless stuff that I'm doing. And the improvements at the top here. I'm trying to improve the stream little by little. Maybe I'll add a be right back screen. Although I shouldn't be giving you guys a be right back screen if I am streaming. But yeah, other than that, hope